Hey, this is Matt Wenning at WenningStrength.com, and today we're going to talk about how to stay on your diet. So for me, I've been dieting the last 5-6 years. I've kept 50 pounds off for the last 3.5 years. So I have a pretty good inclination of how to do this and maintain your strength at the same time, which is something that a lot of people don't talk about. So today we're going to talk about eating higher protein. We're going to talk about supplements that are going to help, and we're also going to talk about timing of your food. So let's get to it.
Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a f, that's what they don't understand. I'm back again like flu season. I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving. Don't give a f, I don't care. Did the by my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share.
The first big thing that I think a lot of people make mistakes on with dieting is they either skip breakfast and or they don't eat the right thing for breakfast, usually high carbs, right? Every place you drive by is a breakfast sandwich or a bagel or a croissant or something of that nature. In reality, what you should be doing is eating a high amount of protein in the morning. My personal opinion and what I have felt is that when I eat high protein, I tend to start craving protein throughout the day. Now, I'm sure there are studies and research on this, but in reality, my opinion goes back to this. 2,000 years ago, if you were to kill an animal in the evening, you're going to eat on it for as long as you can until it starts to go rotten or bad. The answer is that when you start eating high protein, the body is going to start realizing that there's protein available and start kind of converting itself over to eating that as its main source of food. When you eat high carbs in the morning, my opinion is that your body starts to crave carbs throughout the entire day because it thinks that's what's readily available in the morning. So my personal opinion is if you eat high protein in the morning, it's going to help keep your hunger cravings down and also help you crave better foods throughout the day. The next thing that I think is huge is supplementation through magnesium. Now we use magnesium from ATP Labs called CenterMag. I have noticed in the last 5 years of using magnesium that a lot of my carbohydrate cravings were coming from a magnesium deficiency. I know for a lot of you that sounds insane, but I noticed as soon as Charles Poliquin put me on 1,000 milligrams of magnesium glycinate a day, I didn't crave pop anymore, I didn't crave candy, and I really didn't want sweets. And that was a huge inclination for me that magnesium was a big part of my eating problem throughout my 20s and 30s. Once I increased my magnesium intake, I noticed that my carbohydrates cravings went way down. Now a lot of this is because magnesium does control insulin and sugar. It helps with it. So not only does magnesium control some of your insulin response in your sugar, it also helps control almost 300 different other variables in your body. So a lot of people, I would say upwards of around 70-80% of the American population are deficient in magnesium, which is aiding the weight gain process that we have in the United States. So if you're having trouble maintaining your diet, don't neglect taking in magnesium as a supplementation. Make sure you go to ATP Labs or Wenning Strength for that. The next big thing that I think kind of hits like breakfast is making sure that you're eating every 3 to 4 hours. If you're eating every 3 to 4 hours, it's going to be harder to cheat. For example, if I make 4 or 5 meals of, let's say, beef and rice, like a standard vertical diet, if I've already eaten 3 or 4 of those meals and then my friends call me and want to go have a pizza, maybe I go with them to have that pizza. So now I'm only able to eat a slice or 2 because I already have 4 meals in my stomach. I find that a lot of people, when they cheat on their diet and they eat excessive amounts of foods that probably shouldn't be in their diet, you could probably go back and look and they haven't had any food for anywhere from 4 to 6 hours prior to that bad meal. So they're so freaking hungry that they would eat a piece of drywall. The point is that if you're having food every 3 to 4 hours, it's really hard to have cravings because you're always walking around a little comfortable and always a little full. So these are some of the tips that I use to keep my 50 pounds off. I feel way better. I'm nearly as strong as I was 5-6 years ago, but my health parameters are so much better and I feel and look way better. So the point is I get that a lot of people want to do fitness and training for weight loss, but in reality, in my opinion, it comes back down to what you're doing in the kitchen and how much you're willing to prep. If you need any help with this, go on to WenningStrength.com, talk to us about online coaching, or look at the nutrition manual that we have on the website. Talk to you guys later.
Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a f, that's what they don't understand. I'm back again. Being like flu season, I broke records while loose leaf, and I'm coming now.